Guys, look what we found. We managed to find a honey badger in afternoon light. We were just checking this pan because this is a pan where Tandi, Kalamba, Tingana likes to hang around, and we stumbled upon this honey badger, and it looks fairly relaxed. It hasn't run off, obviously. It's busy just kind of sitting, having a bit of a drink in amongst the mud. How incredible is this? It's been so long since I've had a honey badger live, and while it's not a leopard, it's still incredibly special to see one of these guys, and you can see that it's kind of rooting around, just giving a little sniff. Hello, guy. This is amazing. And the fact that it's so relaxed and it's not worried about us at all. It's just milling about there. I wonder if there's something it potentially has got that it's looking for. Or maybe there's a bit of water that it's kind of got, or it's digging out frogs and various other things that are in the mud itself. But I mean, that is ridiculous. Look at it. It's kind of just walking around at the moment as though it doesn't care about us at all, which is absolutely phenomenal, if you ask me. How amazing is that? It's just giving us a little look. It doesn't seem to care, which is cool. So we'll see what it's busy rooting up for. Often when the mud cracks like this, there's going to be various different animals that are going to essentially feed off the cracked mud or the frogs that get trapped in the cracked mud. So I think we're going to try and take this to a lot more people just because it is incredibly special to see this. So I'm going to stop speaking for a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very, very special sighting here in South Africa. As you can see, we've got one of the rarer nocturnal animals, well, normally nocturnal animals, that is out and about sniffing in some mud, and that is a honey badger. These guys are not something that we see every day at all. It's incredibly rare to be able to see them, and so we've really stumbled upon some luck to be able to find it, as well as the fact that it's in daylight has really made this very special. Look at that. Now, these guys are one of the most probably iconic animals that come out of Africa due to their incredible power that they possess as a small individual, and also this reputation of being able to deal with even the toughest of other animals. Now, before we get into this honey badger, I need to just introduce myself. So my name is Tristan, and on camera I've got Senzo, and like I say, this is a very warm welcome. Hopefully you'll enjoy this honey badger and you'll ask lots of questions, and you can do so by posting in the comments section below. Now, I'm a bit scared to move at the moment because I'm worried that the honey badger might run away. Relaxed animals, normally they kind of are quite nervous of cars. This particular one doesn't seem to worry too much about us and seemingly is okay. So I'm going to just start because it's gone behind the bush. Let's see if maybe we can, no, wait, there it's going to go now. So let's see where it goes. How cool is that? Now, like I say, they're not an animal that you get to see very often, and you can see why. Look at how it disappears in that brush in very quick fashion. They have this small body, but heavy, heavy set, and you know, they have a huge amount of power, and they'll kind of go foraging around. And I'm pretty sure this mud wallow that it was at, it was looking for frogs that are trapped in the mud, and various other little things that it can find, insects. Obviously, they do go after kind of honey and sort of hives and those kind of things too. Right, let's see if we can catch up and see what it's like when we follow it. It might trot off. If it does trot off, then obviously we're not going to stress the animal out and chase after it, but I suspect that this one might be okay. Now, Gerald, you say they are funny and scary. They are both, you're right. And I think if many animals out here would probably tend to agree with you, because scary is something that they do very well. I mean, I've seen them chase off leopards. They've been chasing off lions before. There's even reported cases of these guys killing a buffalo through going after its testicles. So many of the local people out here are actually quite nervous of honey badgers due to the fact that they will sometimes go for testicles, and they believe that if you get too close, then you're going to have a bit of a problem with a honey badger. But I'm not sure where it's gone now. The problem is when it gets into this grass, that little silvery coat actually blends in a lot better than one would think. Can you see it, Sense? Behind this thicket, okay. How far are we talking, Senza? Okay. 12 o'clock, behind this, okay. We're going to try and just sneak in here and see. Oh, wait, there's a big orb web spider that I don't want to disturb its web. So I'm going to try the other way. Daniel, no, they are not like skunks. They're a little bit of a different kind of animal. They're far more... Can you still see it, Sens? I don't know where it's gone. It was somewhere here in this general little thicket. I'm just going to turn off for a bit and just see if I can see any movement.